Hello my dear students, welcome back to the video class. In this video class we are going to wind up the first chapter of the civics, that is diversity. The topics which will be covered, that are the art and painting, then unity, and last will be the case study Kerala and Ladakh. So first of all, art and painting. My dear students, according to the region, because of the availability of the flora and fauna, the themes of the art and painting are also different. For example, in the Rajasthan region, people mostly use peacock blue colors. The themes of the paintings will be of the royal as well as valor. They depict the painting of the palaces, court scenes, war scenes, etc. The common motif or common symbol which is being used, that is the elephant. If we talk about the South India, in the South India, the color themes which are being used, that are gold and orange. In this region, people use paintings or people make paintings of the deities. Deity means god and goddess. Cow, which is a sacred animal, that is also symbol in many paintings. Now if we talk about the North India, in the North India the common colors which are being used, that are green as well as brown. The motifs are the symbols which are being used, that are the boat, mountains, etc. So this is a common example how because of the regions art and paintings are being changed. Means the theme of the art and painting are being changed. Now unity. In spite of all the differences which are prevailing within India, there is unity in all. How unity is being established, or how we can say that India is a united country? For that purpose, some examples are there. In India, there are two sacred epics of the Hindus. One is the Ramayana and another is the Mahabharata. Ramayana is the story of the Lord Rama, who got birth at Ayodhya near the Ganga river. His wife, goddess Sita, was kidnapped by the Ravana. So he travelled from Ayodhya to the whole country, reached at Rameswaram. In Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu, he constructed the bridge of the stones and attacked on the Ravana who was living in the Lanka. Second one, Mahabharata. Mahabharata is the story of the Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna got birth in Mathura, but later on he moved to the Dwarka near Gujarat and started to live over there. But in all over India, there are too many deities of the Lord Krishna and Rama. The famous temple of the Tanjore, which is of the great importance, in that temple, many art and architecture depict the stories related to Lord Krishna. Now, next one, which is showing the unity, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the holy god of the Hindus. It is believed that his living place is in Himalayas, but his followers are spread all over the India. Next one is given Buddhist. The Buddhist temple or the famous Buddhist temple is located in the Gaya, Bihar. But people from all the religious group and all part of the country visit over there. Same, the famous Dilwara temple of Jains, which is located in the Rajasthan, that is also being visited by followers from all over the India. Now, many Sufi saints, or we can say religious saints of the Muslims, also visited India, and they impart their teachings which are being accepted by people of all the religious and caste group. The famous Dargah of the Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti in the Ajmer, then Haji Ali in the Mumbai, these are visited by pilgrims of all the country. Famous Gurudwara or famous Golden Temple of the Sikh is also a sacred place which is visited by all the peoples. In that temple, there is a common kitchen or Guru Ka Langar, in which free food is provided to all the devotees which visit over there regarding their caste or religion. Besides that, festivals which are being celebrated within India, that are also being celebrated with the great joy. In case if our country India is playing any type of sport with other country, then people of whole country appreciate or be in the favor of the whole team India regarding of the religion or the caste of the players. We have one national anthem, we respect one national flag. So these are the some common examples which prove that in spite of being such a great diversity, India has a unity. Now we are going to study two different geographical regions of the India, which are totally located from very far away with each other, but then also these both are the part of the India. One is the Kerala and another is the Ladakh. So first one, we shall discuss about the Kerala, location and the geographical features. Kerala is located in the southwest part of our country India. From one side it is surrounded by the Arabian Sea, and from another side it is surrounded by the Western Ghat. It has a lot of river and rivulet. As it is located near to the equator, that's why it receives plenty of rainfall. The climate of this region is hot and humid. Now, agricultural production. As climate is hot and humid, plenty of rainfall is there, so rice is grown on a large quantity. Besides rice, tea, coffee, coconut, cardamom and many more spices are also being grown over there. Trade and commerce. As sea route was discovered from the European explorers to the India, many European travelers and traders landed on the Calicut coast of the Kerala, and from there they traded mainly spices, which was of very lower cost available in this region. Famous explorer Vasco da Gama, Ibn Battuta, Abdul Razzaq, they all mentioned about Kerala in their voyage. Now, religion. As people from different regions attracted towards India, this Kerala has a cult of mixed religion. Hindus are there, as well as with the arrival of the Europeans, Christianity spread, and with the arrival of the Mughals, Islam also spread over here. Food, as rice is available in a large quantity, so people prefer rice and the dishes which are made with the rice. They eat spicy food. They also use a lot of coconut product. Coconut oil is used for the cooking also. Besides that, because of the availability or nearness from the coastal region, people consume fishes on the large quantity. Now, last one is given festivals. People who are living in this region, they celebrate a lot of festivals, but Onam is the most important festival. Famous boat race is organized on the festival of Onam. Now, Ladakh. Ladakh is located in the northeastern part of the India in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It is a mountain region located on the higher altitude. That's why it has very less rainfall and climate is cold. It is also regarded as the cold desert of our country, India. It has very less availability of the soil, and most of the region or most of the area of the Ladakh is covered by snow throughout the year. Now, agricultural production. As climate is too much cold, located on the higher area, receives very less rainfall, oxygen is less, soil availability is also less, agriculture produce is very hard. People rear yak and sheep. Some scrubs, herbs and few varieties of fruits are grown over there. Trade and commerce. The famous wool of the Ladakh is very important. From the wool of the sheep, world famous Pashmina shawl is being prepared. People also prepare ropes, baskets, etc. They also trade valuable gems and stones. Religion. In the Ladakh region, maximum people are the follower of the Buddhism religion. It is believed that Buddhism was introduced in this region by King Ashoka before 2500 years. Islam also spread in this region before 800 years. Because of the maximum follower of the Buddhist, this area is regarded as the mini Tibet. Buddhism is spread into the Tibet from the Ladakh region. Now, food. As already I have told you all, in this region agricultural produce is very less. So, people mainly consume meat and milk. Besides that, people also consume date and other products. Festivals. Some famous festivals are Losar, Fiang and Hamis. Since the region is very cold, so most festivals are celebrated between the month of June to September. So my dear students, we have seen how Kerala and Ladakh are totally different from from each other in all the aspects. But then also, these both are the part of our country, India. It is showing that unity is established in the diversity. But nowadays, because of the urbanization, people of the different religion and region moved to the another area and settled over there. That's why nowadays the societies of all the areas and regions are being mixed up. So this was all about chapter 1. In the next video class, we shall discuss chapter 2, diversity and discrimination. Till that time, bye.